Hi guys, I hope you're all well. Today I'm going to be talking about blood sugar balance, and I'm going to be giving you my 5 top tips for helping maintain your blood sugar levels. First off though, why is it important to think about our blood sugar levels? Well, our body actually has some amazing mechanisms already in place to help balance our blood sugar. So every time we eat, we digest the food, and the glucose from the food is released into the blood. We need that glucose or sugar because that is the fuel for our cells. So the body releases a hormone called insulin. Insulin opens up our cells so that the sugar can get in, and it can basically fire up those cells and they can do whatever they're supposed to do. So we've already got this mechanism in place. However, if we're eating a diet which is really high in processed foods, if it's high in sugar, stimulants, and we're not eating regularly, maybe skipping meals, potentially we're actually going to be really abusing those blood sugar balance mechanisms. In the long term, that can lead to something called insulin resistance, which is where the body just can't receive insulin anymore. And even further than that, we're looking at type 2 diabetes and the risk of heart disease. So there's some real serious implications if we're not looking after ourselves properly. However, if we balance our blood sugars well, and we're looking after ourselves and we're feeding ourselves a really good diet, looking after our lifestyle, then we're going to feel more energized, we're going to have a better mood, we're going to be able to smash those gym sessions even more than we normally do, and we're also going to have less cravings, we'll be able to maintain our weight better and balance our other hormones too. So there's so many benefits. So here are my 5 top tips. Number 1, think about basing your diet on whole foods and making sure that each meal is balanced. So when I talk about whole foods, I'm talking about eating products in their purest, most natural form. Okay, so pure and natural form. Once things start to get processed and refined, they get stripped of their nutrients and they're likely to really spike your blood sugars, which inevitably leads to a big crash afterwards. And when I say balanced meals, think about building your plate around complex carbohydrates. That's your fuel, that's the sugar that your cells need. Next to some fats, so you need the fat because that helps to slow the release of sugar into your blood. And also some protein. Protein is going to keep you fuller for longer, but it also helps keep our cells receptive to that blood sugar. So a combination of those 3 macronutrients at each meal is really important. Also think about making sure you're eating at regular intervals, not skipping meals, because when you skip meals, you inevitably get that crash and you get hangry and irritable, and you're probably going to make a poor food choice afterwards. Okay, number 2, get savvy about reading ingredients on packets and jars and bottles. So when you buy something, have a look at the nutritional information on the back. If sugar or one of its other names is in the top 3 ingredients of that product, is likely to be very high in sugar and going to spike your blood sugar. Also, have a look at the nutritional table on the back. There's a column which gives you all of the different nutrients by 100 grams. If the sugars column is over 20 grams, that is going to be really high in sugar. And it's amazing how many products are already in this bracket. A lot of sauces, a lot of condiments, salad dressings, even those kind of healthy granola or fruit nut bars can be really high in sugar. So get savvy about reading those ingredients. Also, try to ditch any artificial sweeteners. So anything like aspartame, which you find in Diet Coke, sucralose, which is in things like Splenda, those artificial sweeteners, whilst they send a message to your brain telling that you've had something sweet, they're not giving you any energy at all. So actually you're going to get hungrier and probably have more sweet cravings in the long run. Right, number 3. You guys are all gym goers, so this isn't a problem. But exercise is so important because it helps keep your body sensitive and receptive to insulin. So insulin, that really key hormone, if we're exercising regularly, moving every day, even if it's just going for a walk, that is going to be so important in maintaining that insulin sensitivity. Also think about managing your stress levels. Not always easy, I know, because we live crazy 24/7 lives. But if you can try and manage your stress, whether that's finding time for yourself to decompress, whether it's through going for a walk, meditation, reading, cooking, whatever it may be, but managing your stress levels is so important because cortisol, one of our stress hormones, interferes with insulin. So it can mean that we have really high blood sugar levels. Plus, when we're stressed, we tend to want to eat more sugary kind of comfort foods. So managing your stress is really important. And I would say along with that, just trying to get a decent amount of quality sleep as well. So 7 to 9 hours a night, if you can. It really helps maintain regular appetite. And finally, number 5 is hydration. Our body is predominantly water, so we need that water in order to function properly. Quite often when we think we're hungry, we're actually just thirsty. So make sure you are getting a good 2 litres of water every day. And if you're exercising, you're going to need more than that because you're going to be sweating out some of those fluids. So make sure you are getting enough water to see you through the day. So those are my 5 top tips. I hope that's helpful. Any questions, please leave a comment or send me a message, and I'll see you next time.